Welcome back. And news just coming in. Former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has initiated legal action against the Office of the Special Prosecutor, challenging the legality of his declaration as a wanted person and a fugitive from justice. Ken Ofori-Atta's suit argues that the OSP overstepped its statutory powers by using a media briefing to make such declarations, violating his fundamental human rights and breaching Ghana's constitutional provisions. The OSP last month declared the former finance minister a wanted man after declaring that he was convinced Mr. Ofori-Atta did not want to avail himself to assist in its investigations into corruption and corruption-related issues. The suit filed at the High Court Human Rights Division calls for several declarations, including the OSP has no legal mandate to use media briefings to declare an individual wanted. Ken Ofori-Atta argues that such declarations fall under police jurisdiction and must be done with a court approval. The suit also accuses the special prosecutor, Kissie Jabing, of professional misconduct. Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta claims that Kissie Jabing violated Article 23 of the 1992 Constitution by responding to his solicitors via media briefing rather than through formal legal channels. Away from that, the Ashanti Region Anti-Galamsey Task Force has intercepted 6 excavators being used for illegal mining activities along River Enum in the Bosome-Frehon district. In the operation, 3 foreign nationals were arrested as authorities intensified efforts to clear illegal miners from 5 tributaries of the river. The Joint Security Task Force forms part of Ashanti Regional Security Council ongoing crackdown on illegal mining in the region. Anaya Jima reports.
The task force includes personnel from the Ghana Police Service, Environmental Protection Authority, Minerals Commission and Ghana Immigration Service. It was formed after the expiration of a 2-week ultimatum by the Ashanti Regional Minister for all illegal miners to halt their operations in forests and river bodies. The operations included the deployment of drones by the Environmental Protection Authority to pick locations of illegal miners and their excavators. It showed movement of earth-moving equipment from the site upon information of the task force presence on the field. The security operatives, with the coordinates provided by the EPA team, tracked the equipment to effect arrests. The team later found some chamfan boats floating on the river. Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator, Captain Retired John Jabari, led the team.
Today's exercise has been quite successful. When I put a percentage rate, I'll say about 60% successful, because some of the machines, we could not move them because they have mobilized them by taking the control boards and other stuff. So it's difficult to lift them and bring them to the assembly. So but it has been a good operation. We have arrested 1 Burkinabe, 1 Indian and 1 Chinese. So we have handed them off to the immigration.
Tributaries of the River Anum have become targets of illegal miners in their desperate search for gold. Anuru, Adomesu, Bosompoma and Nanamentu are among affected water bodies in the Bosome-Frehon district. About 300 meters from the illegal mining site is a cocoa farm in its early production stages. The farmer, who spoke on condition of anonymity, is worried about the harm being done to the water bodies. We used to cook with the water whenever we came to the farm. We have now resorted to sachet water. So whenever we are short of that, we have to close for the day. The large tract of land destroyed by the miners were once farmlands. According to members of the community, some of the lands were sold to the miners while others were forcibly taken. Captain Retired Jabari says the task force is considering extending activities to persons supplying equipment to the illegal miners.
You know, I was selling an idea that when you are going to Anyankwanta, you see so many mining shops opened over there. Those are all part of the reason why mining is going off. If we can close off those shops, I'm sure the mining will come down. So it's something that will add to our plans and see how we can check their licenses and check their GRA, their PIN, so that we can see whether we can minimize the numbers over there. So it's something that next week, as a committee, we'll sit down and we'll go into it.
Residents of communities affected by the illegality being perpetrated here are worried about government's commitment towards ensuring a perpetual end to galamsey in this area. They are also proposing possible reclamation of the area and revegetation. For Joy News, Nana Ojima reporting.
Storm in the one municipality of the Upper West region are still waiting for assistance from NADMO. The storm caused significant destruction, cutting power supply to some areas and killing several animals. Affected residents say they feel abandoned and are struggling to cope in the aftermath of the disaster. They are urgently appealing to government for support. Joy News Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafik Salam reports.
Kwabena Owusu works with the Ghana Health Service. He was allocated his quarters by the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council a couple of months ago. The quarters at the time was not habitable, and he spent several thousands of Ghana cedis to put it in the right shape.
We did a lot of work on the place because the damage to the building was a lot. Then, fortunately, we have the support of the RCC, who gave us the approval to do the renovation that will be used to credit our rents. And after the renovation, we came in January around on the 15th, and then unfortunately, just around the same time in March, we have this rainstorm taking off the roof.
It was a nightmare for him and his family.
I slept in there. It was raining and then the rain was entering, but I managed as a man. A friend accommodated my family for me, but I decided that I should stay back and then hold the forts and then make sure that at least the little resources we have left there, some bad boys don't come to take them away.
The disaster has packed back his dreams and has to start life all over again.
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. We have almost been to class 1 and then we are starting to build up again. For now, we are looking at doing the analysis. When we see that if you are going to rent again, it's the same thing. So the money you look for to rent a new place, why not try to patch some parts till and stay till the help comes? So that's what we are looking at.
They are yet to get any kind of support from the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, though they have reported the matter to them. A visible frustrated midwife, Miss Ali, shared her frustration on the issue.
The whole place is leaking. We have to use basins to collect the water. And the cracks on the walls, we are not safe. We are not safe.
So clearly means that you don't have a comfortable night?
We don't have a comfortable, we didn't sleep, we didn't actually sleep.
So now what next? Has the NADMO be here or the RCC?
We haven't seen NADMO, but then RCC, they came around.
Okay. So at this material moment, what do you want to be done? Because you are helpless.
Yeah, if the government can come to our aid, we'll be grateful.
Yeah. Officials of NADMO who spoke to me off camera have however rejected their claim, stating that they have been there and have already assessed the extent of the damage. Some of the victims of the disaster have already packed all personal belongings and have left the area in search of new accommodation. It does appear that Kwabena Owusu is in a fight of his own. He appealed to the NADMO to come to his aid.
Our neighbors who were fighting the battle with, a lot of them are starting to find new places to move. So unfortunately, those of us who don't have now, we still have to salvage from within and then look at the strengths we can marshal from within ourselves and how well we can put our families back in shape. We have got some carpenters that have come to look at the place and then they are giving estimates a little high. So we are still in talks to see if we can get some support. We just hope that NADMO comes in. If they come and even give us 3 packets of zinc, I think it will help beat the cost down a lot.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam. Wow.
Now, midwives across the country are raising concerns over poor working conditions and the shortage of essential medical supplies needed for safe deliveries. At their second quadrennial National Congress, the National Association of Registered Midwives, Ghana, also lamented the lack of professional development opportunities. There's more in the following report.
President of the National Association of Registered Midwives, Ghana, Mary Ofosu, says the shortage of essential health materials such as gloves hinders the quest for safe deliveries. She urged the procurement department to involve midwives as end users of medical supplies in procurement decision-making processes.
When you come to the field of midwifery, there are a lot of challenges in the facilities that we are working at. At times, common gloves will not get to work with. As we are dealing with human fluids, human blood, we are pleading that the procurement officers at our facilities, when they are procuring things for us, they should involve us because we are the people, we are the end users. They should involve us so that we will get them what we need, what we want, what will benefit us in our core of business.
Mrs. Ofosu also highlighted limited opportunities for midwives to upgrade their skills, as well as discrimination in allocation of public accommodation facilities. She, however, urged midwives not to reject postings to rural areas despite the challenges, as their presence is crucial for maternal health care.
We are also pleading, once they are setting up health facilities, health centers, hospitals, they should factor in bungalows for midwives, so that when they are sending us there, even that person is fresh from school, when she sees the accommodation alone, it will entice her, it will engender her. I also encourage my midwives that when you are sent to the village, don't take it to be like a punishment.
Reporting for Joy News, Josephine Sego.
You're watching JoyNews Prime. Please, we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to JoyNews Prime. Now get ready to be thrilled by the brilliance of young brains in the 2025 edition of the Love FM Primary Schools Quiz. The edition has been successfully launched at the Love FM premises in Kumasi. This annual quiz competition aims to inspire and encourage academic excellence among primary school students in the Ashanti region. Irabna Akwe reports.
It's the 6th edition of the Love FM Primary School Quiz, and 36 schools will slug it out for the trophy and bragging rights as the best primary school in the Ashanti region.
The event launch and balloting attended by educators, students, contestants and some community leaders underscored the Love FM's dedication to promoting education in the region. Including the defending champions, finalists will battle it out in groups of 3. The competition will take place over the next 6 weeks, with participating schools pitched against each other in a series of challenging rounds. In recognition for their efforts, top-performing schools and individual students will receive trophies, certificates and educational materials. Principal of Jackson University College, Mrs. Theodosia Jackson, applauded Love FM's commitment to contributing to the education landscape of Ashanti region.
To go through 36 schools to choose a winner is not a small task. So I will recognize highly Love FM for this competition that they are doing for high school debate, and then this one quiz for the case is something they are doing it excellently, and I will encourage them to go on and on and on. They are impacting the society. You see, this is not something you can measure physically to know that I have succeeded with 50% or 80%, but in the near future they will meet people somewhere and they will say that I was once a member, a contestant in high school, primary school quiz or high school debate.
Interestingly, fresh entry schools in the competition are coming with the vigor of putting up a remarkable performance. The pupils are excited and eager to participate.
We are come here fully prepared with the support of our teachers, and by God with us, we are going to win. We are really excited, and also we are really happy to join the competition.
We have been watching the competition from, I think we started watching it this year, and we realized that it's very, very important, and we want our students to partake in it. Yeah, it is very, very educative, and also it will help the children, their exposure.
Ghana's culinary heritage was on full display at Taste 68, a food festival on Ghana Month. Organized by the Ghana Culture Forum in collaboration with Ghana Tourism Authority, the event celebrated the richness of local cuisine. The tourism minister underscored the role of Ghanaian food in preserving heritage and cultural identity. Jacqueline Ansumaya reports.
The sizzling aroma of Apapransa to the rich flavors of Acheke. Taste 68 is a feast for the senses. Food lovers, celebrities, and cultural enthusiasts have gathered to celebrate Ghana's culinary heritage. Speaking at the event, Tourism Minister Abla Chifa Gomashi underscores the importance of showcasing Ghanaian cuisine.
When I look through now, what brought my weakness on would be the Tolobif Angwa Mono. And you have deliberately said that I've tasted a lot. They've done very well. It shows the variety, 68 different dishes from our country. And that's not the end of it. I mean, there's a lot more, but because we wanted it to rhyme, 68 at 68 is the only reason why we don't have more than this. We need to rein ourselves in and check ourselves from the unfettered appreciation for other people's cultures. The more you celebrate other people's cultures, the more you relegate yours to the background.
The CEO of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Mami Ofori-Atta, also shared her love for local dishes.
Looking, but my favorite food is fancy. Oh, really? So I'll go to the fancy stand, but for now I'll try the acheke, kelewele, and tilapia.
For many here, it's more than just a food festival. It's a journey through some of Ghana's diverse flavors.
Yes, original gobe.
Original gobe?
Yeah, Orokodo.
What about you?
Breezy, Chris Breezy, Kokonte.
Bosu, what about you?
I'm having a plan. Ademe. And then a little crab, one crab, and then kako. But I'm looking to see maybe some wele or something. If I don't get, I'll go back.
Abolo with Ademe.
How is it going?
It's going great.
This is my first time tasting it, and it's not all that bad. It's nice.
But the highlight of the day, the much anticipated jollof war.
Before I speak, I want you to feel the flavor. Bring your nose closer. Can you smell it? How is it?
It's good.
Jollof. I'm cooking vegan jollof.
I'm making fish jollof. It's a local fish jollof.
Oh, okay, I can't wait to taste it.
International jollof.
Yeah.
Anointed jollof.
That's international jollof, and this anointed jollof.
Having cooking unbreakable correct Ghana at 68.
With food, culture, and community at its core, Taste 68 at 68 has brought Ghana's flavors to life, reminding the world why our traditional dishes deserve global recognition. For Joy News, I'm Jacqueline Ansuma Yaboa.
And that's how we draw the curtain on this evening's Joy Prime. We're grateful for your company. There's more news on myjoyonline.com. Have a good evening.